Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. Today I installed an ARB twin compressor along with the American Adventure Lab compressor bracket. I also installed an American Adventure Lab base plate, a Dometic slide for the CFX 45. If you're interested in seeing how I installed this and why I installed the ARB twin compressor in the rear tub, stick around. I was originally going to install the compressor in the engine compartment. I was willing to sacrifice some of the life of the compressor due to heat, water, dust, etc. However, being that I have the ecodiesel, installing the compressor here is not an option. The windshield reservoir is located down in that wheel well. So then I thought about installing it under the passenger seat. There are a couple of manufacturers that have brackets. However, I was not willing to cut any of the heating and cooling ducting to make that work. And I did not want the compressor sticking out to the rear of the seat, knowing that my two kids would kick the heck out of that. So that option was off the table. A third option would be to install the compressor here on the quarter panel using the Moore bracket. This option clearly came off the table this summer, taking the hardtop off multiple times, knowing that it's eye candy sitting there for all eyes to see. So I decided not to install it there. Putting it in the rear tub just makes sense. It's space that really doesn't get utilized for much because there's always stuff in the back of my Jeep, and having it here keeps it out of sight. It keeps away from the heat, the dust, any type of water, and utilizing the American Adventure Lab base plate will provide plenty of airflow to keep the air compressor cool. It's a great option. I temporarily have my fitting located over here. So far it's worked out well. Might change it up later on, but I don't see an issue. It's space that's not used and it's easy to access. So if you're interested in hanging out and seeing how I installed this, stay tuned. Here I am making my harness extension. 12.5 feet will make it to your engine compartment. So I'm taping two 12.5 feet positive wires, and then I'm attaching my auxiliary switch wire that will turn the compressor on and off. You'll need about 3 feet of grounding wire because there's a grounding block near the rear of the compressor. The ARB compressor comes with a bunch of wiring. That is all extra. Essentially all you have is 2 red wires, 2 black wires, and you have a purple wire. Obviously the two black, they're combined, and they head over here. There's actually a nice a grounding block behind this panel. This panel here, pop this off and you just pull straight out. This whole panel comes off, and there's a nice 10mm nut back there for grounding. The positives, 2 positives. We got 2 motors, so we got 2 positives, both red, and the single purple wire. They go through this wire loom that I put together, and they head all the way to the engine compartment. I did drop it down to the drain plug on the passenger side. I went through the drain plug. I just drilled a hole through the drain plug, dropped it down to the frame cross member, ran it along the frame rail. This is the passenger side. I will show you. Right there, that is the drain plug that I ran. Comes to the frame rail There's the frame rail, and it runs all the way up to the front and up to the engine compartment. From there, the two red wires go to the positive battery, and the purple wire attaches to your auxiliary switches down in here. So it's as easy as installing 3 of these in the factory holes. These are made of steel, and the top is made out of lightweight aluminum. Now let me go find where the other one went. Painful when you can't find the right Allen. You gotta use one of these. You do want to keep these loose, and you can tie them up at the very end. And they do recommend you use some Loctite. And I'm gonna have to do that. Let me get back to you on that one. Let me get some Loctite. So again, loosely put these in. As you can see, I have my temporary air hose until I figure out how I want to mount it. But I just got 3 feet of hose. Then I'm gonna mount right here, and I'll have easy access over here. All right, let's get the tops. All right, first piece going on.
Here, I already have some Zerk nuts installed for my fridge slide. I did that out. And this is going to be my temporary fill once I figure this out. sure all those little nuts are installed, trying to find torque these. Again, these are Loctite on them. And there's that. Next, we'll install a fridge slide.
Again, installing some rib nuts makes all the difference in the world. Makes installing this refrigerator slide very easy, and you take it out quickly. It's just 6 nuts and you're done. That's the end of the video. Hopefully it was very informative for you. If so, consider giving me a like. And if you want to hang out again, consider subscribing. Until next time, have a good one.